Hey y'all, so I just want to talk about my Bible study that I did last night, and it was in the book of Samuel, First Samuel, chapter 16, when David was anointed as king. So let me just do a little summary of the story. Samuel went to anoint whoever would become king out of Jesse's sons. Jesse brought all his sons except for one, that was David. He was tending to the livestock in the field. After Samuel had turned, he tried to pour the oil, but the oil would not flow out of the jar on none of the sons. He asked Jesse, "Do you have another son?" And he said, "Yes, but that one is in the field tending to the livestock." And when David came and Samuel started to pour the oil from the jar, it started to flow because David was king. And also, even though David was anointed to become king, he didn't receive the position right away. So here are the two revelations that I got from that was David had not fit the description of who it was that they thought God would use. And sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes God would use the people who are less likely to be used, the set who are not what the world seems to fit as a description of who God would want to use. And even in that chapter it says that man looks at the outer appearance, but it is God that searches the heart. So God searches our hearts. He doesn't look at the appearance on the outside, because you have many people who have a really great appearance on the outside, but they are faking it. Their hearts are not pure. And the next revelation that I received from is that sometimes when you receive your blessing, you receive your anointing at the time, you don't go into position of what it is that God has anointed you for right away. You got to go through a process. Sometimes God takes you through a process to mold you and to build you to what it is that he needs you to become before he could give you that position of power or whatever it is. He needs to know that you have humility, that you have integrity. He needs to know that your heart is pure. All of those stuff God had to do with David before he could put him in a position to become king. He was already anointed king, but God had to do work in him before he could put him in that position. So y'all have a great Saturday.